Okay. I paused it halfway through the video so I could like react to the whole thing because this is big. So you guys are getting like my authentic reaction. I've I look gross. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm gonna so far from what we've seen is that Halo is now, instead of 343 Industries, it's Halo Studios now, and we also are potentially getting new Halo content in Unreal Engine 5, which could be really cool. So far with the concept videos and stuff that they've made, it looks really nice. It looks essentially like the shit that people have already been making in Unreal Engine 5.
Something old, something new, and something really alien.
We had the Pacific Northwest, which is sort of traditional Halo biome.
We were trying to shove as much foliage in there as humanly possible to make it really feel like you're on a hike.
I know that this is all
Cascades.
like
The Cold Lands, which was the second biome that we took on, it was more of a technical showcase where we could play with shaders, we could play with deformable
actual,
landscapes and terrains.
in-game
Unreal affords
stuff,
us more opportunity than we've ever had in the past.
Because
You know,
from what
on the
they've
surface,
said
it might
so
just
far
look-
is that it's like a project. It's something that they are testing the waters with, but I assume now that they're releasing this video is that they're actually going to be making a Halo game in Unreal Engine 5, so I'm excited to see how this turns out.
all like snow, but how many layers of things combine to really give that winter look?
And then our third biome was the Blightlands, which is any land that's been completely taken over by the flood.
I wanted to give our team the opportunity to really express.
That last biome that they did looks so reminiscent to the Halo 3 map. Like the underneath like the cave area where it's all like flood spores and all that, like, but with just like if it had like ray tracing on it. It looks so nice.
Concept art, VFX, characters, vehicles, and weapons to make the future games of Halo.
Creating an asset, taking this design, now we can really dig into material foundations. What is it actually made of? How is it physically accurate to the world? Now we get to take all the wonderful legacy assets that we have, bring them to life, and bring them to today's standards.
Not, like,
We are really excited
Halo
to
come
be
evolve
not
again
just working on
in
multiple
Unreal
projects,
Engine
but also
5.
expanding our studio.
As a lifelong Halo player, I think the game's only going to get better when we get those new, unique perspectives and people bring in their expertise and passion for the Halo franchise.
We are looking for new talent as the projects that we're working on kind of get further and further into their development cycles.
And it is great to be part of a team that's growing because you can kind of see that force multiplied as people come in and take on challenges and you can do more.
Imagine a place where you have the commitment that this is what we want to do, Halo games, and create those experiences. And you can express your talent, your creativity, and your professional ambitions in that place.
We're looking for designers, we're looking for artists, we're looking for engineers.
It feels like a new beginning.
Did Pierre's position change? Because, well, it said studio head, which is true, but it said VP next to it.
For the studio in a lot of ways, and I think that's pretty rare.
And I think we arrived now at a point where you see the beginnings of people to start to believe in the process.
There's so much momentum that we have right now and focus and clarity on not just what we're building, but why we're building and kind of this next phase of Halo.
The worlds that we're building, the stories that we're going after.
The potential at Halo right now is huge.
Halo Infinite was the last remnants of how we made Halo games in the past. That was our recipe. And what we are doing right now, we're changing that recipe.
So they're not releasing a new game yet. They're not talking, or I guess they're not talking about releasing a new game in the sense of like, oh, like we have a new game coming out and then there will be like marketing and stuff like happening soon afterwards. It's just that we are working on new games, but we're testing out Unreal Engine 5 first, and then okay. Whew, that's pretty cool. That is pretty nice. If you really break Halo down, there are two very distinct chapters. Chapter 1, Bungie, Chapter 2, 343 Industries. Now, I think we have an audience which is hungry for more, so we're not just going to try and improve the efficiency of development, but change the recipe of how we make Halo games, so we start a new chapter today. Hell yeah. So I think that's good. I think that's good. With the launch of Halo Infinite being a little bit better than the past two Halo games that we've gotten, but still falling victim to the issues that plagued Halo 5's development, or like at least when it came to its launch, and then just Halo 4 being a new game to the series and the franchise and all this shit. I think it's good that we're getting a game like this, or we're getting a whole new chapter, because like Halo Infinite was definitely the soft reboot that like Halo kind of needed story-wise. So like story-wise, I think Halo is in a okay spot. Like, not a lot of people have complained about the story of Halo Infinite. I can understand people being a little bit saying that's a lackluster. It's very safe. They play it very safe, Halo Infinite story. But story-wise, Halo Infinite and the material that's come out from Halo Infinite, like Halo Rubicon Protocol, Halo Epitaph, and like the Waypoint Chronicles that we've gotten, it's Halo story-wise is on the up and up. I mean, I definitely believe that there should be more like story, lore, all that. Like, we should be getting more stuff, but it's storytelling wise for the mainline Halo games, we're in an okay spot. Now, when it comes to behind the scenes, the actual process of making the game, I think this is really good. I think that this is a good step in the right direction. Because now with this, they could hire more people that actually understand UE5, that understand this engine better than, what was it, people like joining in the team and not understanding how Slipspace engine works. Like, this has the potential that we could get more people helping out with the project, with the with Halo in general. And I think this is good that, like, because everybody, like, when they hear 343 Industries, there's some sort of like stigma to it. This is now a whole new, like, clean slate. Like, let's wipe the board, let's change things up, let's do things differently than how we did. Because, like, I mean, whoa, like, this makes sense. Like, where else were they supposed to go? Like, they could continue with the Slipspace engine that they made for Halo Infinite and continue to have issues that they are currently having with making Halo Infinite, or they can go to a popular engine like software that anybody has access to and anyone has like the ability to use, and they could make so much more from it. And I mean, already, I mean, from these stills, it looks beautiful. Obviously, this isn't the end of the game. Or like they're definitely in the just the pre like work. Like the work in progress currently, but I'm excited to see where the future of Halo goes with this. This was definitely necessary for the Halo franchise. I'm I'm just interested to see what they're gonna do with Halo Infinite now. Obviously, it seems, well, I mean, they're in the very small, like, pre-stages probably for this project. So I assume that Halo Infinite will still continue to be like updated, and they'll still have operations and things like that. And who knows? I mean, there's the weapons and the sandbox and all that stuff being released potentially in the game. So maybe they're gonna be updating Halo Infinite until the whatever they're doing in here is finished up, and then they're gonna move their attention to whatever game that they're making in Unreal Engine 5. I'm excited to see what the future of Halo has in store. I'm happy that they're changing their studio name. They're like rebranding. Think Halo really needed that. The community really needs it. I think because with this rebrand, this is like, okay, like clean slate. From here forth, like we're essentially going back from like when 343 started with like Halo 4. I feel like most people potentially could still be like, oh, they're just trying to rebrand to like not associate themselves with their past mistakes. And it's like, yeah, I could definitely understand that. But most of the people that have caused those past mistakes do not work for the company anymore. Like, I think Halo has been sort of on the up and up recently. I mean, they've definitely been kind of slow with updating Halo Infinite. I won't deny that. But they've been trying their best with what they've had, and I think their attention has probably just been like focusing on this new project potentially. I think this is very